Yo, 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 good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's your boy, King Vader, and I'm hanging with Galaxy on Comic Con Radio.
Naruto, what are you doing here?
Sasuke, I came to stop you. I won't let you attack my village.
Listen carefully. If you don't leave now, we will kill you.
Sasuke, I won't fight you.
This is gonna be easy.
Not exactly.
Sasuke! Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing in for Comic-Con Radio. Coverage of pop culture events from around the globe. Amazing interviews with celebrities. Daily recaps and reviews of popular television. Movie reviews. Everything Comic-Con and fandom from around the globe. Comic-Con Radio. Get ready to enter our universe. Let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is your boy Galaxy on another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Today we have a really cool guest. He's a creator, doing amazing right now, making his own things, showing it to the world. Today we have the ultra cool King Vader on Comic-Con Radio. Vader, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
Yo, 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 thank you, Comic Con, for having me. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, man. My producer said we're going to have King Vader on the show. I was like, that's cool. So, Vader, what's up, man? How did you get into all this?
It's kind of crazy. I was born in Chicago, raised in Maryland. In Maryland, my older cousin, he was really into like filming and directing and stuff like that. And he was just like, hey, man, you just be trying to be in these videos. And I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. From there, I used to live with him, but there was a moment when I moved away, and that was over the summer. So I was at my house, the school year was starting up, and I started to realize the most fun I ever had was being in front of a camera, like acting and directing. And I just realized, like, I fell in love with it, and this is what I want to continue to do. So that's how it started.
That's pretty cool. That's a good story. So your cousin was into it, and you kind of just got into it, and now look where you're at.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryder Boy. That's my older cousin and now my manager. So shout out to him.
Great guy. Very cool dude.
Look at look at the universe, man.
The universe is crazy. Did you ever expect to be on Comic-Con Radio? Would we ever speak to King Vader? No, it just happens, man. So you make parody videos. You make all sorts of stuff. What goes in the mindset of doing this?
There's a lot that goes into the mindset of creating these amazing visuals that I do. It really starts with what I'm recreating and then why I'm recreating it. Like, it's usually something that I really love, something that has inspired me, something that I find really close to me, like superheroes, anime, even video games. These are things that are in my daily life as, growing up, and even now, like, I love these things. So once I find what it is that, I want to recreate, it just goes into the planning, the camera I'm going to use, the special effects. So it's a lot that goes into it, but it definitely starts with what I'm recreating and why.
You made this cool thing called Hood Naruto. That's a really cool idea, man. But if not a lot of people know, Naruto is a very famous Japanese manga series. It's about a young ninja. He wants to be a Hokage, which is like a head of his village. And people that know manga and anime and all that really dig it. But a lot of people that don't know about it really don't know about it.
Yeah, I feel like what Hood Naruto does is it's kind of like a bridgeway, a gateway for people who watch the anime and people who don't watch the anime. It's kind of like the perfect middle where it's like, if I didn't know what this anime is, then I definitely feel like I want to check it out now. And I feel like it speaks from both sides because, on the anime side, I'm making all the references from, this amazing anime from their favorite moments. And from the other side who doesn't watch the anime, it's like, you hear the music, you see the action, you see the epicness, and it's like, okay, well, anime sounds lit. Like, let me actually check this out. So I feel like it delivers. It's the gateway.
You said it perfectly. You're opening the eyes of all these fans that probably have never seen manga or anime, that probably don't know anything about it, but because you're doing it in such a different way, putting it on YouTube, promoting it in your own King Vader way, you're opening the doors to millions of new people wanting this stuff. So that world should be so lucky that you're connecting this cool bridge and you made this character that's from the hood, but he's a manga character.
Exactly. I don't know. It really is just paying homage to the anime and like what that anime did to me as a person. Like I feel like Naruto has taught me a lot of lessons about never giving up and how important it is to be determined about your goals. And since that stuff was just forged into me as when I was like a young kid, and that's just what I grew up believing in. Now it's just something that I want to spread to the world, but in my own way, of course.
Hey, your way's creative. So these actors that you get, are they actually up-and-coming actors? Are they friends? Are they people that you just meet along the way?
The one thing a lot of people probably don't know is that most of the actors are some of my supporters who over time become some of my close friends. So I feel like I kind of give everyone a chance to, be in the spotlight, and I give everyone a chance to, there's a lot of cosplayers that follow me, and they cosplay their favorite anime characters, and I think they just look so amazing. So I kind of, I approach them with this concept, and it's like, what if you got to, be a step further than just dressing up as your favorite cosplayer, but now you get to act as that character that you're portraying, and you get to have the superpowers that they have. So I just try to give people the opportunity to get the spotlight that I feel like they want and deserve.
That's a pretty cool thing you're doing. You're allowing your fans, people that love you the most, to get involved in what you're doing. That's really amazing. Not a lot of people do that. Giving that opportunity, they must appreciate it so much. Have you noticed a larger following that comes towards you because of this open door thing you have?
Definitely. I feel like a lot of actors and cosplayers, they definitely reach out to me. And it's just kind of become this thing now. Like, a lot of people want to get involved in the videos. A lot of people want to just help and just be a part of the vision, because I feel like people are actually starting to believe in me and what I want to do. So it's super dope to be at a time where people actually are starting to believe in what I believe in too.
You've had fans since Vine, and you were coming up on Vine, making it happen, growing a huge fan base, and then Vine just went clump, and you had to go on other platforms, and you raised it up again over there, which shows a lot.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you grow yourself on one platform and then once that platform shuts, a lot of people don't make it back after that. But you went on other platforms and you killed it. And you're doing something unique that no one's doing. Not just the Naruto situation, but you're also doing Power Rangers. You did a parody as Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. And you're doing these song remixes with them. And you're doing, the Millie Rock and this and that. How does that come in your mind?
It's actually really funny, because it's like I never considered myself as a dancer. I just, when music comes on, I just really vibe. I mean, I really feel like dancing is a language that everyone in the world can understand. And, I kind of just found that perfect niche, and it was like, this is something that doesn't require communication for everyone to get. So, I kind of just found this medium, this middle piece for everyone. And that's just kind of what I've been going on, and a lot of people enjoy it. And now I'm just trying to find how to do what I'm doing, but more better, more epic, more action, more everything. So,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you giggle. There's probably some inside stuff you're thinking of when you're doing that. Do you remember any funny times or anything funny from taping a lot of these?
There's always so much funny stuff going on, during sets, after sets. Like, it's always funny where, because I don't expect people to be like the greatest dancers in the world or anything like that. A lot of people, they feel like I put them on the spot when I ask them to do like a certain thing on set. So, sometimes I'll do these things with the people to make them not feel like nervous or anything, because on my set, I just want everyone to feel calm and happy and, comfortable. So it's like, I'll hop on, I'll do the dances with them. I'll let them see how it's done. So, so they can perform it. And, it's always funny times, people messing up and just laughing and stuff. So there's always great times.
And you're always on point. I know Naruto is something from the 90s. A lot of the good anime comes from back then, but that's my opinion. Guys out there, don't take this, okay? Because the fans are like, no, it's not. But anyways, you take these cool happening songs with these now happening cool characters in movies and TV shows, and it amazes me that this is happening. And another one of your things that I really like was the Hood Cowboy Bebop. That one was
I love that
funny,
too.
man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hood Cowboy Bebop is definitely one of my favorite series because it allows me to step back. Because Cowboy Bebop is a specific type of anime. It's like action movie, but anime, and I love that. So it's like it allows me to be that action star that I'm going to be in a couple years. So it's like it's that prep work right there. And it's just fun. Like from Cowboy Bebop Part 1, where, we was just like in this backyard battling it out, to Cowboy Bebop Part 2, we're in a full-on car chase scene. It's just like, Part 3 is just going to be insane. Like, it's going to be crazy.
So how many of these do you create? I know you only release so many every now and then, but how many do you create, and how many actually makes it on YouTube, and how many do you actually not put out because you're like, wait, it's not time, or it's not done yet?
So these videos sometimes can take a good amount of time. I do try to drop really frequently. And I'm going to be dropping a lot more frequently. The more that's been happening, I'm managing my time for certain videos, because certain videos are like videos that I've been anticipating since like the beginning of this year, such as like Endgame. And that's just such a big video on its own, because, I want people to really fall in love with this video like they did for my Infinity War one. So it's like I have a lot of videos in the vault. And I have videos I have about to be dropping like next week. So, yeah.
Well, a lot of work goes behind this, man. I know that for a fact. Even though they're parody videos, and some of them are like, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, however long they are, it takes a lot of work to just organize people to do things, get the costumes, write the scenes, and then film it. I know you act in them as well. Are you involved in the writing and the filming and all that? Do you put your hand in everything when you create these?
When it comes to these projects, I wear a lot of different hats, and one of those hats is definitely writing. I write, I direct, literally everything. I have my hand in something. Everything that involves my project, I have my hand in something. And it's just because I'm so like hands-on with my projects, and I'm so like specific with how it needs to look, how it needs to sound, how it needs to feel, So it's like I really am passionate about these things. So it's like I'm really hands-on. Like these are literally my visions coming from my head, and I'm, filming them. So it's like they have to look perfect to me.
No, absolutely. Yeah. You want everything to look as good as possible before you put something out, because your brand's on it. And having that multiple hat situation, it's a lot of work. And I'm really not shocked, but I applaud you for coming out with so many frequent videos, because it's a lot of work. You're probably working every day, 7 days a week, trying to pump these out. Everybody should appreciate that, really, because it's a lot of work. Do you get a lot of cosplayers that hit you up? They're like, oh, I play that character anyways when I go to conventions. Maybe I could play in your movies?
Yeah, I get a lot of cosplayers who would hit me up. Just even on, not even a role that I'm working on, but something that's like up and coming. Like if I might drop a tweet about something that is a project, I got cosplayers who like hit me up like, hey man, I got this dope cosplay, you know what I'm saying? So I'll check out the cosplay, and like depending on like how I feel about the overall look, I'll be like, hey man, like here's the date, let's set it up, let's make it happen. And that's usually how it turns out. So
and they show up.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's really amazing to see how many people actually show up to these shoots and want to be involved. It's really just love, and I appreciate it so much.
Well, hey, man, you have millions of followers, so one little tweet is going to get a lot of people to come out, especially fans in cosplay. Cosplayers are very dedicated people. They're on another mindset. They really devote their energy and time. And it must feel good because you don't have to train somebody to act like a certain character. You got these people coming that devote their whole life on that one character. So they're probably enroll the second they meet you.
Exactly. One of the best examples of that, his name is Alex Drastel. I did this My Hero video, and he played Stain in my My Hero video. This guy, like, when I tell you, he really embodied his character, and he embodied all the characters I had him play. He also played as Broly in my Hood Dragon Ball Super. And it's like, I really don't even, like, yes, I have to direct him, but it's just like, it feels so good working with him because he puts so much into the character. And then just makes the experience for the viewers so much because they believe that this man is really Broly or really Stain. So it's like, I love working with cosplayers. They're the ones who are as dedicated about their cosplay as I am about my videos. We meet in the middle so perfectly.
It's a perfect match. I think you came out at the right time doing these kind of stuff. It's like a perfect fit. Have you been to a Comic-Con convention yet?
The first Comic-Con I've ever been was Comic-Con LA. And the amazing thing about Comic-Con LA was they allowed me to perform Hood Naruto live on stage. And for that to be my first Comic-Con experience, like, I'm in love with Comic-Con. I'm in love with all things Comic-Con. And I can't wait to go to the next one or go to a San Diego one or a New York one or wherever. I want to get more involved because they showed me so much love on that stage.
That's great. You got to perform at a Comic-Con convention. What other kind of fan base would you want than that? That's like your exact fan in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, they was going crazy when they saw it. And even the people who didn't know me before, they definitely like wanted to figure out who I was after the show. Because after we performed, we went downstairs, like down the hall, and like a whole bunch of people came to take pictures and just ask who I am and what I do. And it was just so dope, like meeting new people. And I just love meeting my supporters.
You never know, after this show, you might get hit up by a lot of Comic-Cons saying, hey, why don't you come do your skits live at our event? Because, you know, live action stuff is the best thing. And if you can perform it live, that's really cool. That's a good opportunity.
Yeah. No, it's a great opportunity. Another great opportunity that recently just happened was I went to this, it was a convention, it was the Crunchyroll Expo, and they allowed me to actually premiere Hood Naruto the Movie there. So after I got to premiere Hood Naruto the Movie at a convention, it really just locked in my mind that, like, I want to start premiering these fan films, these animations, these visuals of mine at conventions where I know I'm going to have the most support for these videos. So that's like my goal, you know, rolling into like next year is just to be premiering films at conventions.
That's a wonderful idea. I would have told you that. I would have probably brought that up. That's the best idea in this universe, to actually present your movies at conventions, because there's a lot now. There's a lot of big conventions happening throughout America. My new book, Comic-Con, I have 35 of the top conventions in the world in it. And you'll have a convention going on every other week that brings in 80 to 100,000 people. And if you could present your latest feature in one of those and then release it to the world, that's a huge thing.
Exactly.
That's a very smart thing to do. That's really cool, man. I can't wait to see one of your parodies live or one of your shows or movie stuff. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to be like, wow, that's cool. I missed it. You know, we're busy. We go to a lot of the major conventions, so we didn't get that opportunity to go to LA Comic-Con and see it. But hopefully in New York or San Diego or anything else, that'll be a really cool thing to do. What I liked from one of your skits, well, not what I liked, one of your cool moments in one of these that I liked was the Power Rangers one. When you guys morphed and then you guys started dancing during morphing, that to me was very, very entertaining and funny.
Thank you.
So when you thought of that, what went to your mind to, like, while they're morphing, start doing these dancing moves?
I knew I wanted to make a Power Ranger video, and like, you know, I really listen to the song that I'm using, and I really follow the melody of the beat, because I just feel like when you hit certain beats, it really locks your audience into what they're watching. And I feel like that goes in a lot of different genres, just that idea. And when the Power Rangers was morphing, you know, I had, you know, a certain amount of beats to work with. So, you know, I knew I could hit 5 of them, and, you know, I had 5 Power Rangers to include myself. And, you know, it just, you know, the dancing, it had to be there, especially when that beat dropped. It was the perfect opportunity to that dance swagger to this video. And one of my personal favorite moments from that Power Ranger video, well, besides, like, it was like a whole bank robbery situation, I loved when the bank robbers, they got past all the people, they got on the ground and stuff like that. They go up to the cashier. They're like, give me the money, stuff like that. And in the background, I wasn't there before, but you see me stand up as if I was one of the previous, victims. And I stand up, and they think that I'm a normal person, but they don't realize that I'm actually a Power Ranger. And that's just hinted by, the colors I'm wearing and stuff like that. And then it just goes into chaos from there. So I love doing stuff like that.
Hey, that's pretty smart, man. So, gotta ask you a
Just small
question.
details.
Gotta ask you a question, man. Are you related to Darth Vader, and why haven't you done a Star Wars one yet?
So I definitely think I have some Darth Vader in me. The reason why I haven't did a Star Wars video is because when it comes to certain topics, certain videos, I want to really do the video justice. So it's that's why I haven't done it yet, because I want to really make an amazing video for Star Wars. Because I know
big budget,
when I drop the Star Wars
right?
video,
You need a lot of money
you
for
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to need a big budget for the Star Wars video. But I know people are going to be anticipating that because King Vader, it says in the name, I've been inspired by Darth Vader since I was a kid. And that's why when I actually take on this role and become this character and make this video, it's going to blow people away. So that's why I'm just taking my time with that one.
I get what you're saying with Star Wars, man. You got to have a big budget for that, but that would be such a cool video. Another cool video would be Transformers.
True.
You have a whole big palette of videos to choose from, and I know you're going to keep going and going and going.
Yeah, I have
what's
a lot
the
of
next
stuff coming as well.
Well, what's the next idea for you? What's in the works that you can tell us? Because I know a lot of your stuff, you don't say nothing till you release it.
Exactly. Something that I'm in the works of doing that I can release right now. So I do this thing every year on Halloween. It's called Don't Disrespect Halloween. Now, I'm really excited about this year Halloween coming up because I feel like I want to drop a film on Halloween. I feel like I want to go a little bit beyond just a 2-minute skit for Halloween. I want to drop something longer. So expect a short film on Halloween called Don't Disrespect Halloween 3. And then another concept I'm working with is The Matrix. Actually going to be making a 4th movie, I believe. I mean, it's just talks, but I heard that they might be making a 4th movie. And when I heard that, that just got, the child inside me just really excited. So that's just a project that when I drop this Matrix video, it's going to be something like the world has never seen before. So I can't wait for that one. And those are the 2 projects that I'm going to speak on right now, but there's a lot more coming.
Matrix is going to be pretty wicked, man. You never know, right? You're starting out with these cool videos. You have a bigger audience. Tyler Perry, right? He started off Broadway, and now he's grown to such a big brand. He acts in his movies. He also directs it and makes it. I feel that you have a bigger start than he does. So imagine where you're going to be in the next decade.
Yeah. I'm definitely not holding back. A lot of people don't know my end goal in everything I'm doing is to become a director and an actor. And not just any director and actor. I want to become one of the greatest directors and actors in my generation. So what I'm kind of doing right now is just preparing myself, with small things. You'll notice the directing in my YouTube videos, just in my more longer form. So with every video, I feel like I get better and I push myself more towards that goal. And all is to become that person. And that's what I'm going to do.
So you're going to be a combo person. You're going to act and direct in every opportunity you get. Is one or the other more for
every
you?
Opportunity.
So say someone wants to get you for their movie. Would you want to get into being the actor more, or you love both, or one or the other might push farther?
I really love both. I can't lie. But acting for me is what really sets that fire off inside me. But it's it's really hard to choose between the both. I would love to, one day receive an Oscar for a movie I acted in, but also directed as well. I feel like that's some legendary stuff right there, and that's something I would love to accomplish.
You're only in your early 20s, man. You got a long way to go, and you're going to accomplish that because look what you're doing now with tight-ass budgets, cosplayers helping you, and friends and fans. Imagine if you get a big budget, what kind of cool stuff you could think of. So, hey, man, you got a lot of people waiting for that, but I hear it. You like acting. That's very important for you. You think that because you wear this hat on every role, and if you act for someone else, you think sometimes you can stay as an actor, or are you going to give your opinion as well, or you know how to shut off that switch?
I definitely know how to shut off that switch when it comes to being in someone else's project, because that wouldn't be my place to input like my direction, because this wouldn't be my project I'm directing. This would just be me as an actor. So speaking on me as an actor, I would definitely, ask questions, ask the questions like, how does my character feel right now? Or, is it okay if I say it this way? So I like to know as much as possible about the character I'm portraying. But as far as like the directing aspect, I wouldn't really get into that unless it was my personal project.
Hey man, that's cool. I thought that. I just, it's good to let everyone know, because you never know who's listening to the show, and they like your stuff and they're like, hey, we have a perfect role for this guy. He's going to be amazing at it. Is there a current movie brand that you really want to work in if you had the opportunity right now?
I feel like it's every actor's goal, at least mine, to work one day with Marvel. I love Marvel. Marvel is absolutely amazing, and I really find myself watching their films just in awe. Like, a movie that leaves me speechless is just like a movie that I inspire to, make a film as great as this film or be a part of it. So definitely Marvel is like up there for me.
That's a good choice. I always say Marvel movies or DC TV shows, but hey man, you got a huge platform, man. You never know, because you're making it happen with your Marvel stuff. You're doing Black Panther and Iron Man and all that stuff.
In my Endgame video, I did a parody for Infinity War, and it was it was very interesting how everything came to place. But in that video, I had an Iron Man costume, but it just wasn't fully completed. But we made it work. We did the thing. But in this next part, in the Endgame video I have, I actually got a full created cosplay for the Iron Man suit. So I'm really excited, because to go from part 1 to what we're about to do in part 2, and I need to get this full Iron Man suit, I just I can't wait for the world to see it.
So you got an actual closest replica suit. You did great in that video, but imagine how you're going to feel wearing that close to perfect Iron Man suit.
Oh yeah, we're definitely taking it to the next level. That's just been my overall thing, and just everything I do. I always try to outdo myself, and I feel like a lot of creators, they focus on, what's going on around them, and they compare themselves to other people. And when you compare yourself to other people, it kind of stops your own growth, because what they do may not work for you. So, you really need to focus on what you do best and how to beat yourself every time you do that thing. So my goal is to always outdo myself. My next video will be my best video, and that's the motto.
So you have that goal. Next one will be better. The next one after that will be better. Do you get any sponsors for your videos, or it's all self-funded?
It's definitely all self-funded. There's definitely times where sponsors will, hit the email, and, they'll be like, hey, would it be possible if we can do this, we can do that? I've definitely been working with brands when it comes to these videos. And, just doing that has just been, it's been amazing, because I never thought I'd ever be able to have, product placement in my video. That's just out of this world to me. So the possibilities I'm starting to understand are really endless. So, yeah.
Opening your door to the Comic-Con universe is an amazing thing that you're doing right now, because you're doing the characters they love, you're doing the movies they love, and you have an amazing audience. But now opening your doors to this universe, you're going to be hitting it big, and you're going to hopefully get the sponsors that matter. And I really want a lot of sponsors to support you, man, because you have so much creativity with a low budget. Imagine if you had, $100,000 budget or $200,000 budget or $500,000 budget to do something for 30 minutes. I bet you would do something crazy.
Oh, man. Don't get my mind started. I would do something out of this world. That's all I had to say. Off of what we have, and the resources we do have, we make really, really dope things. But it's just with a budget like that, I really feel like I can do something that would make the world, oh my God, gassed. That's the goal in everything I do. So my future film, I'm trying to blow people away. I'm trying to make people walk out of the theater and, just be shocked. I want them to have discussions about what they just saw. And then that's the goal. So who knows?
Well, if you ever come out with something crazy and you want to do an after show, Comic-Con Radio is open for you. We do a lot of after shows, discussion shows for a lot of TV shows and movies. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're here, man, for you. We got you. You're a creative.
Thank you.
We got to be there for each other.
I really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much.
And also, what people have to understand, like I said earlier, with the budgets that you're working with, you're coming out with these things. People think by having a lot of followers on a platform, you're making millions of dollars. It's not true. It's so hard to make money from platforms. It's the supporting factors around it that can cause an effect. And I hope you land a big contract. We're excited for you, Vader.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate those words. That really means the world. I thank you so much.
Well, you know what? You deserve it. And with that said, is there anything you want to tell the fans, Vader, before we head out?
I just want to say thank you guys for just supporting me in everything I do. You know, it's really you guys that push me on this journey. You know, you guys, the messages you guys send me about how my videos have helped you in times of need, and, you know, how, like, I've made you smile in some of your worst days. That's all I could ever ask. I'm glad that these videos can do that for you. You know, me doing what I love, making you happy, I couldn't ask for anything else. So I just want to say to my supporters, thank you. I love you. You guys are the reason I am here. You guys are the reason that I'm going to get to my goal. And I promise I will never give up. And I'm going to push 100% at everything I do.
That's fabulous, man. Well, they're going to hear you. They're going to give you that love back. And ladies and gentlemen out there, fans, loved ones, please support Vader. Sponsor him, support him, add to his tremendously large following already. Let's add to it. Let's make it bigger. And let's support it by watching him. You could catch him on Instagram at
King Vader. King Vader, Vader.
There you go. And you have your YouTube channel, which is
King Vader as well.
There you go.
As well.
That's what I love
King
about
Vader,
that, because all your stuff is King Vader. So that's perfect.
Exactly. Everything is King Vader. Everything.
Everything. And he's related to Darth Vader, so that's even cooler than anything else.
That's even cooler.
So, ladies and gents, you can catch him on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. It's King Vader. Watch his videos. You've probably already seen it, but still keep watching it. Support him. Coming up in Halloween, he has some cool things going on. Watch Hood Naruto. It's funny, and all his other videos. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're signing out of another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is your boy Galaxy with the awesome King Vader. And we're signing out. Vader, you ready to blow some kisses out there to the universe?
Yes, I am.
You
Goodbye,
ready?
people.
3,
mwah, mwah, mwah.
2, 1. Boom, mwah. There you go.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
And with that said, peace.
Peace.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing out from another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Tune in for your daily shows of Comic-Con Radio. Go to comiccon-radio.com. Reach us on social media. Instagram at Comic-Con Radio. Comic-Con Radio, taking the world one listener at a time.